What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another scooter video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I turned this brand new Rapture 5-wide deck into this crazy custom beast. We painted it, we chopped it down, we put some holes in it. It's so lightweight, and maybe after watching today's video you'll learn how to do this to your deck too. Let's get into today's video. Starting out, we've got everything laid out on the desk, ready to go. Let's go ahead and give you guys the rundown of all the parts we're going to need in order to get this going. So up first, we've got a permanent marker. Next, we've got a right angle. Make sure our lines are nice and square. Up next, we've got some rulers and tape measures. And then my favorite tool of all, the caliper. This is the best way to get precise measurements, and it really helps me dial in all of these custom cuts that I make. So what we do first is we're going to go ahead and mark off all the lines that we're going to be doing. We're going to be cutting this deck down to 17.75, so we've got it cut down from a 19.5 deck. As you guys can see, I've got the dropouts marked and ready to go, so I know exactly what angle I'm going to be cutting them at. So let's go take it downstairs and start chopping. We start off with just chopping the back end, making sure it's nice and square. Then we move on to the dropouts. Then I touched everything up with the file to make sure it's all nice and clean. As you guys can see, the cuts are nice and precise. And at this point, we're almost done. But we got to drill the axle holes and the brake holes, and then we're good to go. We got the axle holes drilled nice and precise. This is the most crucial part of every deck cut. You have to make sure to get these axle holes completely centered and level, or else you're going to be riding super wonky. I love this shot right here where it's just like super precise. Now if you measure everything right and you cut everything once, you should be able to line everything back up just like this and make a nice little puzzle with your deck. In this video, I'm not actually going to touch on how to cut down a deck. I've made videos before in the past where I talk about how to cut down decks. I'll have them linked in the upper right hand corner. But as you guys can see, this is a little bit of an overview of what we're doing for this customer's deck. And now that we've got the deck nice and chopped down, we're ready to move on to the deck holes. This customer wanted top and bottom deck holes, so I went ahead and got the top row done first. There's a total of 29 holes on the top deck. And now we're rotating the deck over and flipping it to the bottom side. On here, I'm going to make two giant ovals on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to put them right in the center so they don't affect the grinds or any of the strength of the deck. I always structure the holes in a way that they're never going to interfere with the beams running vertically through the deck. If you guys accidentally hit one of those support beams, your deck will definitely fail prematurely. So if you're ever going to drill some holes like you see in this video, make sure you stay away from the side beams on your deck that are structural. If you guys need some help, I have a video talking about how to drill deck holes and make your deck lighter. I'll have that linked in the upper right hand corner so you guys can learn all the integral details when it comes to drilling holes in your deck. This thing is coming in at 2.6 pounds. It is freakishly light for a 5-wide deck. And now we've got to go ahead and move on to some spray paint. We've got to give it a nice coat of fresh black paint to get all those marks nice and cleaned up so we can have a nice base coat to start with. And now it's time to get this deck painter taped up. There is a lot of work that goes into painting decks half black and half white. This takes so much longer than a normal paint job because you have to spend such a long time masking off all of the areas you don't want to tape, getting everything super precise, and that way there's no paint that floats into the black part, and then it has a nice crisp line. But we'll go ahead and now get to the reveal. Alright, we are about to do the reveal of the black and white Rapture stick right here. I'm so excited to see how this turned out. I haven't made one of these decks in at least 2 or maybe, it's been 3 years now. I made one in 2020. It's 2023 now. The last one I made was my own personal deck in 2020. So I'm antsy. Let's go ahead and just open this guy up. Kind of anticipating like a really smooth and slow, like satisfying paint, like tape reveal. Kind of forgot how much of a pain what it was the last time I made this, where it like took probably a good 30 minutes just to like completely de-tape and get it ready to go. Looks like it's nothing short of that again today, but oh my gosh, it looks so sick though. I mean, the lines are so crisp. All the time I put in, just to make sure that I did get it crisp is most definitely paying off. This thing turned out better than I even imagined. I mean, I knew it was gonna be like black and white, but every time I see this deck like fully nice, brand new, fresh, gosh, it makes me want to ride it again. Look at those lines, like all symmetrical the entire way around the deck. Oh, I'm gonna have to ride this colorway again. This is the coolest colorway. I'm honestly a little jealous. I'm not riding this one right now, but super custom deck right here. If I haven't mentioned it yet in the video, this was custom cut down to 17.75. Got the deck holes in the top, got the deck holes in the bottom. This thing literally weighs like 2.6 pounds. Also, not to forget, this is a 5-wide deck, so like a 5-wide deck cut down, like so freakishly light, and golly, that is one sick custom deck right there. All right, well, instead of rambling on, I now have to go grip tape the deck and do the final touches before I can ship it out and get it on its way. So I'm gonna go do that right now. I jumped the gun just a little bit. I said I was gonna go grip tape the deck, but first we actually need to go to Home Depot, pick up some clear coat so I can protect that fresh, lovely, nice white. So that's what we're gonna do right now, but it is so gorgeous out right now. I don't know if you can see the sun over there. It is like, oof, it's crispy nice out here. So we are gonna go ride Centerville because, well, I just can't keep myself from riding on a nice day like today. So Centerville, then Home Depot, and then back to getting this deck done. So let's activate the GoPro. Man, it's nice out here today. Let's get nice and warmed up. So let's get like actually a little edit going. So we'll do 5 minutes of warm up and we'll cram it all into like 10 seconds. That's a pretty hard box to do a 360 bar spin over. Actually, I don't even know if I would consider that a box. It's more like a really aggressive steep quarter pipe to a weird bank landing. I don't think it's intended to be a box, but pretty cool. I got a whip, or 360 whip bar over that thing. Pretty happy on that. So I think that's gonna now, I wanna do one more trick actually. Let's get a 5 flare. All right, we have to end with the line. Let's go get that clear coat now. The goods have been acquired. And just like that, we're now done. Let's go ahead and get this order packaged up and sent out and ready to go. Putting some nice safety packaging in here so it doesn't get dinged up along the way. Of course, we've got to sign it off with the Rapture logo. And now that we've got it all packaged up, all we got to do is go take it to UPS and drop it off and have it shipped out. But before we head out of here, I want to give a massive thank you to lleyton Crawford. Out in the UK, absolutely killing it. He's only 9 years old, and he's about to get this super crazy custom Rapture deck. It's so cool. Him and his dad have been supporting Rapture for the past couple of years, and they hit me up and were like, hey, can you make this super custom Rapture deck? As a side note, for any of you guys who are wondering like, hey man, can I get like a super custom Rapture deck or do something crazy unique? You definitely can. Either shoot me a DM on Instagram, shoot Rapture an email at raptureproscooters@gmail.com, or you can always go down in the comments and comment on my YouTube channel and say, yo, I want to do something custom, let's get together, and we'll make it happen. I love doing custom work just like this. This is actually the whole reason I started Rapture. Back in the day, I used to make bar extenders, and then it turned into like an at-home shop where I was basically working on everybody's local scooters around here, and then from there we just slowly progressed to where we are now. I love being able to be hands-on with every single thing that leaves Rapture. It's so cool to know that literally every single part that you guys shred, I have had my hands on, and I've packaged it up or done some kind of customization just like this. So if you guys ever do want to have a customized deck, get a hold of your boy and we'll make it happen. But that right there is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it, and I know I didn't cover all the integral details about how I made this exact deck, but if you guys do want to learn how to put holes in your deck, cut a deck down, and just all around work on your scooter, I'll have links all down in the description that you guys can go check out. But that's going to do it, guys. Give me a big old thumbs up if you liked today's video, and smash the subscribe button if you guys are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel. Later.